Hello Leos, welcome to your 2019 mid-month tune-up. Keep in mind this is a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, just send me an email and we can make that happen. Otherwise, let's get to your reading. Alrighty, I pre-shuffled these because they're big cards, so you don't have to suffer through my shuffling. Okay, general energies for Leo, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reversed. Challenges for Leo. Check out my put in your request for your 2020 Sun Moon readings in my playlist. Put in your request for my 2020 Sun Moon readings. I'm doing them by order of request. And then while you're waiting for your Sun Moon reading to be done, check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings, which are in my playlist. In the challenge position, we have the Two of Pentacles in reversed. Advice for Leos, middle of October. We have the Seven of Cups in the upright. Check me out on Facebook, check me out on Insta, and if you need a quick answer to a question, I'm on the Instant Go app. It's currently $4.98. I turn it in 24 hours. Questions only, not readings. I only turn readings in 24 hours when I run my 24-hour turnaround special once a month, okay? And we have the Queen of Wands as you move out of October into November. And then if you could like, share, subscribe, and support my videos if you like them. If not, that's not a big deal. Okay, we start off with the general energy. Something that you were kind of counting on happening did not happen. Since it's the Pentacles, it usually is financial. It usually is it is practical. Kind of feel like you put all your eggs in one basket. You're pretty sure it was a sure thing. When it got to like that, it could have been an investment, could have been closing on a house, on the sale of a house, could have been an apartment that you were looking at. Could have been an inheritance, whatever it was. You were pretty sure it was a sure thing. And I kind of feel like some of you might have actually spent the money before you actually had it, because it was that much of a sure thing. And then it didn't end up coming through and you're like, okay. So the ball was dropped. And then as a result, what happened is there's money stresses. Some of you could be going into debt. Some of you also gambled. So again, you thought it was a sure thing. You threw some money down on something and you gambled, and then it turns out that wasn't the case. So you might be in dire financial straits at this point. Now, we have in the challenge position, this kind of makes sense because here you are kind of working your butt off to make ends meet. Both of these cards are about financial stress, financial duress, and really trying to keep your head above water. So that's what the challenge is. So whatever you whatever difficulty got created because of finances, here you are kind of really trying to, like I said, struggling to keep your head above water. Some of you might continue to gamble thinking that you can get it back. Okay, be careful not to fall into that. Here you had a gamble and you lost, and here you're thinking, okay, I can come back. I can have a comeback. I have an idea you're just going to sink deeper if you kind of do that, and you're probably doing that out of desperation, okay? So you feel like middle of October, some of you are really overwhelmed in the financial department, really kind of had dug a hole and having a hard time getting out of it. So in the advice column, we have considering options. What are the options that you have available to you? And kind of looking into all those options and seeing which one will be the best for you, but make sure you research everything prior to. It's interesting because this guy, he's drawing something. He's sitting there and he's, drawing something he's creating. He has this palette here. So he's kind of, to me, trying to figure out what he can create out of nothing, and you know how artists are you heard the term starving artists, yet they produce, despite being poor or down on their luck or what have you. So consider other options, but the thing with the Seven of Cups, you want to make sure that you choose very wisely, and you want to make sure that you research things. Do not invest any more money into anything. Do not put any more money into anything. And definitely do not gamble anything else, okay? And that is the advice I have for you, because you do not want to dig this hole any deeper than it already is. And I see coming out of this reading, moving forward for this reading or moving forward for the middle of August, this is where you're really concerned about, maybe you feel humiliated, maybe you feel ashamed because of all this has happened. You're wondering what people are going to think of you, how they view you. I mean, you guys are known to, carry yourself so classy and luxuriously. And some of you are kind of worried about how others view you because of this situation, this pickle you've kind of gotten yourself into. Not only that, you're really starting to wonder, doubting your ability if you're going to be able to get out of this. Are you going to be able to dig yourself out of this? So I'm really concerned that some of you are in financial straits. Why is this Ace of Pentacles here in reverse for Leo? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for Leo. For the middle of October, why is this Ace of Pentacles here? Who is this person? What is this energy? You wanted this very badly, whatever it was. It was a treasure. You thought, you know what I almost got? Like, if there's like an art collector or something like that, and they have something and they absolutely have to have it and add it to their collection, and they're willing to pay any amount of money for it. I mean, and then they do. And that's what I'm feeling with this Queen of Cups. I feel like you really wanted something very badly. Look how ornate. I mean, I don't know if you can see that chalice. Hello, is very ornate. It's almost like a treasure, and you wanted it very, very badly. But I see that you don't get it. With the Six of, there's the defeat. The Six of Wands in reverse is defeat and not ending up with it. And kind of feeling like, oh, okay. And another thing, the Six of Wands is that feeling, I know I'm going to get it, because overachieving can be associated with that, or being, being a little too confident. And you fought for it. You thought whatever it was, you were going to get it. You fought other people for it. I'm getting an auction for some of you. I mean, you know how you're in an auction? These are little sticks, people putting their hands up, and you're like, no, I'm going to get it. Or something that you wanted. You vied for this, whatever it was, and you fought for it, and you were pretty damn sure yourself that you were going to get it, but it did not end up turning out that way. Why is the Two of Pentacles here in reverse? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Challenge position for Leos. Could be a contract that you thought you were a shoe-in for. Also, I'm getting contract, and you just didn't end up getting it. Okay, the challenge is you're feeling a little bit foolish. You're feeling like you took a leap that was a little too far, and now you kind of have egg on your face in regards to that. The opportunities that were, the opportunity that you thought was going to come to you, that was going to be a grand opportunity, didn't end up happening. It could have been because of your lack of foresight. It could have been because the Three of Wands could be communication problems. So communication problems could have been part of this. And the challenge is it really kind of blindsided you. When you found out this wasn't going to go through, you're like, wait, well, what? And Knight of Swords brings in truth, but when he brings in truth, it's just kind of like, oh my God, what just happened? Because it happens very quickly. It's very unexpected. So whenever you were delivered this truth, you're really surprised by it. Like, hey, guess what? You're not going to get this. Somebody else did. Could have been a job that you wanted that paid an incredible amount of money. You thought you were shoo-in for it. So like I said, your challenge is trying to come back from that. I'm struggling to come back from that. Why is the Seven of Cups here for Leos? Who is this person? What is this energy? There's some messages for the Seven of Cups for Leos. Advice for middle of October for Leos, please. Yeah, you got to make something else happen. I mean, it's almost like you just have to something creative too, because the Knight of Wands is very creative, and put an idea into action. So, and careful though, Knight of Wands has a little bit of impulsivity to him. He's really great for lighting a fire under somebody's ass and getting things moving, but he also doesn't look in all the details, and sometimes he's a little too hasty. We have the Star card here in reverse. We have the Judgment card here in reverse. With the Star card in reverse, there's going to be a little bit of sadness and depression. The Star card is the card of Aquarius, so expect how am I going to say? accept that it's perfectly normal to be feeling the things that you're feeling, the sadness, the depression, wondering if you're going to be able to get through this, feeling like you can't overcome this. These are going to be natural feelings that you're going to have, okay? The advice is, just accept that this is going to be part of it, okay? But don't let it hold you down. And the Judgment card here in reverse is, work on loving yourself and forgiving yourself for this mistake that you made, okay? And don't be fearful about what other people think. Don't be worried about getting criticized, or don't fear other people judging you, because they haven't walked in your shoes. So don't worry about that. You kind of do that, then that's going to prevent you from creating or coming out of this, or because I see that creation or finding, something that's going to emotionally lift you up again. Why is this Queen of Wands here reversed? Who's this person? What's this energy? I just feel like you really took a hit from this, whatever it was. Why is this Queen of Wands here reversed for Leos as they move on from this reading and as they move forward from the middle of October? Who is this person? What is this energy? The Queen of Swords. Okay, so they're saying take your emotions out of this. Don't worry about what other people are thinking. Don't worry about how other people see you, okay? Take all that out of it. If you take all that out of it and you think clearly and you think logically and you do what you have to do with, logic and wisdom, if you look at the bigger picture, instead of getting all caught up in what other people think, then you can kind of break out of this and you can move on and you can recover and you can heal from this, all right? So who cares about what other people are saying or what they think? Everyone's allowed to have an opinion, right? But it doesn't have to be your truth. You will grow from this. You are going to heal from this. You will recover from this. You're going to be working off your butt in the process. It's not going to be easy. I got from the Two of Pentacles, it is not going to be easy. It's going to be a struggle. Okay, so nothing's going to come and be delivered to you on a silver platter. There's not going to be any ready-made solution. I think you're going to have to work very hard to kind of come back or to make a comeback from this. But you will make a comeback from it, okay? And just don't let the other stuff kind of get in your way, because it's going to it's going to hinder your productivity, I feel like, from coming out of this. So if this was your reading, consider a personal reading. Send me an email, and I can certainly help you work through this. Otherwise, put in your request for your 2020 Sun Moon readings. Check out your 2019 Sun Moon readings in my playlist while you're waiting. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Insta. I'm on the Instant Go app. If you need an answer to a question on the quick, I can turn it in 24 hours. It's for questions only, not for readings, okay? My readings are for whenever I'm my 24-hour special once a month. That's the 24-hour turnaround special. And you get that if you're on my VIP list before I release it to the public, okay? And then other than that, if you could like, share, subscribe, that would be fantastic. I will see you all later. Best of luck in regards to the situation. Adios.